Hi, this is my first time making lime curd. Is that good? Hello, this is Ruby and it's my first time making lime curd. Welcome to Ruby's first time. How many of these do you want? Welcome to Ruby's first time making a lime curd today. Today's the first time. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I've made a lemon curd before, so I'm kind of cheating by making lime curd, but I'm also not using a double boiler. I'm doing it straight on the pan because I hate dishes, and I wanted to see if I could do it without doing a bain-marie. So that's what we're doing today. Before I zest, I like to roll in press because it gets the juices nice and loose, and it's really hard to do after you zest them because then you have to touch the pith, which is the bitter white part of the lime. I'm gonna zest this lime. I'm gonna fucking zest this lime. It's gonna be good. Lay it across the surface that the zest is gonna fall into, connect it, and then zest. And you wanna keep a light hand because otherwise you end up getting to the pith, which is the icky white part of the lime peel. A significant amount of the flavor of this is the oil from the peel. It's not like terribly interesting, this part. But it's necessary for flavor. Okay, so this lime is almost naked, good and naked. You're not seeing any flesh of the lime. That's important. If you've zested down to flesh, you've abused your poor lime, and it's gonna be a bitter curd because you've got all this white pith in it. It's not tasty. It's not fucking tasty at all. Lime's got two butts, the bottom butt and the top butt. It's the bottom butt and the top butt. Don't worry, I got you, camera. A lot of the time, pith can sneak up on you in there, but a lot of the time it's peel, and peel is tasty. So I like to zest the butt, both of them, just a little bit, and keep an eye on it, making sure that you're not getting into the pith. Also, it's your money. You know, it's green, money's green, the butt of the lime is green. Save that green, right? Save that green. One of my least favorite things people do with a zester is they'll pick them up and they'll zest like this. Look at that. Look at all of the mess I just made in 2 seconds. Bothers the hell out of me. Ooh, I over-zested this butt. It's gonna be okay. It's just a little bit of pith. But that white, that bright white is gonna be that bitter pith that we're trying to avoid across the lime. Haha. Did I say butt enough times?
I think so.
Cool.
I have more feelings about it. Do you want me to keep going?
They're different. The front butt, the top butt has a stem and the bottom butt doesn't. The bottom butt normally has more peel on it, but they both have flavor, which is really what you need from a butt of a lime. The lime butt holds the flavor. It's not true. I am using large limes for this. All right. And I like to check and put my little fingers in the holes and rub. I'm gonna do another roll. Gotta juice them. Gotta juice them. There you go. Slice and juice. This was a gift from my grandma. When she found out that I was starting baking for good strangers, she got me a bunch of baking stuff. And this thing has probably been like, I got it and I was like, who needs a glass citrus juicer? I was like, this is a freaking terrible one-piece kind of job. You know, it's not a tool that does a lot of things, but the thing it does real good, so it gets to stay. My favorite thing about it is that it has measurements on the cup. It's pretty fucking sick. Thank you, Nanny. I need half a cup of lime juice, so we're gonna be here for a second. Yeah, good technique. Nice and grown. It's still too juicy. I don't like to get shit in my juice and pull it out, so I'm sorry, give me 2 seconds. It saves you time later if you get all the juice out from this one lime. Trash? Should I throw it in the sink? Do you think it'd be okay on the other side of the sink? Yeah.
You can
Cool.
just leave the trash.
That's smart. Y'all can't see it. Ah, intelligence. Counters. Angles, shots. Oh my God, y'all, we're so close. We're so fucking close. Oh. It's an amazing sound that was. Oh wow, real wet. That is a half of a cup. Ba-ba-da-da. We did it. This pan has our zest in it from earlier. I'm gonna measure this with a second cup just to make sure that it's half a cup. It's important because if it's not half a cup, you're gonna really regret it when you're mixing in your sugar. So zest of 2 limes. Oh, it's a little bit less tricked.
Nobody's in a hurry.
I know. I'm in a hurry,
Yeah.
always. It's hard for me to take a breath and slow down because I'm normally doing this as fast as possible.
Yeah.
You're correct. I can juice this lime on my own time. Just like lazily juice the lime. Is this better? Does this seem chiller? Am I calm now? Never. Never am I ever calm. Okay.
It's a little much.
What? The juicing? Yeah, I thought so. It's technique, okay? I'm the one doing the thing here. Judgment. All right. Half a cup of juice. Sugar. And I'm gonna whisk those together now before I add the eggs. Do y'all want me to talk about stuff while I do this?
Yeah, I mean, you could say fucking whisking shit.
I'm fucking whisking shit. It's true, I am currently whisking. This is an accurate report as to what's happening. I have been practicing my one-handed crack because I thought that'd be fancy. Check this out. Perfect every time. I don't know why you would need to crack an egg with one hand, because what the fuck am I supposed to be doing with my other hand? Also, I'm so sorry, Nanny, if you're watching this. I did not crack those into individual bowls because eggs normally don't have blood in them anymore. Sorry about that. She's gonna give me shit the minute she watches this, I promise. Okay, whisking in the eggs. You gotta break the yolks, give it a little spin. So we've got that mixed until you can't see any of the whites. I'm cheating and using whites because I don't like separating eggs if I don't have to, and the internet said it would be okay, and we're trying it out. I'm pumped about it. It will save you time and it will make you more curd. The more that goes into this pot, the more you get later, which is awesome. Okay, I'm gonna have to cook it on the stove now. Are y'all ready for that?
Right on.
Cool. Oh my God, shh.
Whatever you did.
Whatever you did. I don't agree with this wooden spoon thing. F that. The stressful thing is right now I am whisking, and this is full of eggs, and when you put mixed eggs over heat, you make scrambled eggs, but we're not trying to make scrambled eggs. We're trying to make a lemon curd.
Lime curd.
A lime curd. We're trying to make a lime curd, which a curd refers to the size of the granule of your cooked egg, which is wild to me. So a curd has the smallest curds it can have, which makes it like that weird jelly.
Is that like cheese curd?
Yeah, so that's the same thing. A curd is the size of the little, whatever the granule is. So if you go to a fancy place and they make you eggs and they make you scrambled eggs, they'll be like, hey, what, like, our scrambled eggs have large curds. And you'll be like, okay, I don't want to make scrambled eggs. So it has to keep moving. Two things are happening right now. The sugar is getting up to heat, which is going to continue to cook the eggs, which is nice. That's what we're really waiting on right now, is the sugar. The eggs are obviously also cooking, but I'm trying to keep them moving so that when they cook more as like a liquid than as a solid.
Baking is about science.
Also, the thing that you always have to wait the longest on is waiting for your pan to get hot. That's gonna take a second, and you're gonna wanna keep it moving while you wait for your pan to get hot too. You're gonna wanna keep it moving. I tried to have a dating app for a week this year because I got out of a really long-term relationship, and I was like the queen of dating apps in college. But it's not college anymore, but I was bored, so I downloaded one, and now that it's Corona, a lot of the times the first step to a date is to be on the phone and talk to a man that you've never met for a long time so he can see if you're worth risking getting Corona over, and I guess vice versa, which feels polite but also incredibly odd. And this man called me and just rapid fire successively asked me, he was like, what are you looking for in a partner? And I was like, that's fucking insane. That's insane. Like, this is our first time talking on the phone. And I was like, I don't know, like a good sense of humor. He can like approach the hard times with a smile. You know, shit I find important. And he went, that's not what I'm asking. Let me tell you what I'm asking. I would love to have a partner with a high sex drive. And I was like, fuck, okay, so that's what you're asking. You're asking me if I'll have sex with you. The answer currently is no.
No.
like great. But my point to this is that at one point in the phone call, I was like, yo, dude, like, you have almost no patience. And he was like, well, yeah, like, this is a very high process world. Patience, like, what is it for anymore? And I was like, I am a baker and I am a brewer. Time and patience becomes like an ingredient, you know? It becomes an ingredient. You waiting, letting it do its thing, giving it the time it needs. Ooh, it's starting to steam. There we go. Gifts. So now that it's steaming, I don't want it to get too cooked, and I am going to switch to that wooden spoon because at this point, if I keep mixing it with the whisk, I'm gonna make weird curd sizes, so it is spoon time. Ooh, I can smell the lime. I don't have Corona today. Oh, I'm so excited. I think this is gonna work. This is gonna fucking work. I can see it. I gotta get the butter. Okay. And butter time. Whoops. Splash zone. So I don't really know how to add butter to a lemon or lime curd. I'm gonna do it a little bit at a time just to not like change the temperature of the mix too much and give it a second to melt in. Also, I leave chunks of butter behind sometimes and that's not gonna be okay here. So I'm trying to really keep my eye on it, like really keep my eye on it. I am getting this everywhere. All right, that's the end of the butter. That's all the butter, I did it. I'm just still seeing lumps of butter. I don't want somebody to get a lump of butter in this, so I'm just giving it a second to really get all in there. Okay, and this is when a tool from earlier that got put in the sink gets to come back, which is fun. It is my first time making a lime curd, and I'm worried that I curdled it, so I'm gonna sieve it before I put it into the jar. This might be a fucking mess, but we'll figure it out. Oops. If I were talking to Nanny, if Nanny were here, she would get a very small spatula that lives in a very specific drawer to do this task. But really, this wooden spoon is gonna push things through this filter just as fine. The thing is, I'm worried it's gonna pull all the zest out, which is why I only did a little bit of it instead of putting it all in there, because I want the zest in it. I just wanna make sure that we don't have any huge egg curds.
If you're gonna filter something, you need to make sure that the vessel under the filter is the adequate size to catch what is coming through that filter. Who knew?
Yeah, okay, so that, oh, whoops. Fuck that. That's not the move. We're gonna accept curd size. What a surprise. And now you have a $17 shake that you can get at any hipster burger place in Austin. Look at that, drizzled. I definitely think it's gonna work though. Do you see how it's stopping? That means it's thick. I made a huge mess. Okay, whoopsie poopsie. I could taste this now. That's gonna be fucking good. I did a good job on that. I wish it had a little salt in it.
She was thick, she was tart, and she was buttery.
Also, since we're filming this and I don't have to write notes, which is cool, I'm gonna say this. I would like there to be more zest in this in the future. It does taste like lime instead of lemon, and somebody else can taste it too, but I'm gonna lick it off my napkin. And then I'm gonna fold the part I licked inside, which means that the germs don't exist anymore. I probably should have finished wiping the jar first. I got excited. Also, the towel, the not cute towel is on the floor at my feet. So I'm gonna get that too. He jumped ship. Okay, lime curd, done, lid on, and then I'm gonna rinse the jar off or it's gonna be sticky. Okay, and it's finished. No one knows that you made a huge ass mess if you weren't being filmed. I'm gonna put it in the fridge. Here we go. Hello camera, done. All right, and now it's time to clean. That's that whole thing, easy peasy.